Thank you for clicking on this episode of Smashy Smashy Eggman, movie reviews and more. Happy 2023, we have made it to the new year, and it's our first video of this new year. We've got some big things happening. Next week, I'll be going over my top 10 favorite movies of 2022. That list will be done in 7 days. This week, however, I'm talking about one of my favorite movies set on New Year's Eve. Mainly because I want a little extra time to get my top 10 really put together before I release it. So this week we're talking a great movie. It is Four Rooms. Four Rooms is it's a weird movie because it's not quite anthology, but it's not an anthology movie. So basically what we have here is a movie that is in 4 different segments, but the segments are all connected through a single character. That character is Tim the Bellboy, played by Tim Roth. It is his first night working at this upscale Los Angeles hotel. He is the only one on staff on New Year's Eve. And basically it chronicles the 4 stories of this night working at this hotel. So we get each story is introduced, and we continue on through everything that's going on within this story. We open up with a coven of witches who are coming to resurrect their porn star leader. This one features Madonna and Lily Tomlin as 2 of the witches. They are doing an excellent job bringing this kind of world to life. You find out one of the witches has didn't get their ingredient. They needed to get fresh semen, but unfortunately, when they went to retrieve the fresh semen, in excitement, they swallowed. So now they have to seduce the bellboy into providing them with the fresh semen. From this not a terrible way to start the night, our bellboy then is thrust into a weird roleplay of another couple where there's a gun involved. Like, it's a dude holding his wife hostage, and the bellboy walks in, and he is accused of being the wife's lover. It's a very weird segment. It's my least favorite of the 4. It's not a bad segment, but it's just not as overall memorable as the remaining 3 segments around it. Just because it just kind of happens. It's this weird moment of he is being used as a thing more than a person, and it's just kind of weird. It's a very weird little segment that is there. After that, he then is in The Misbehavers, which is Antonio Banderas and his wife are going out for the night. They have 2 children who they decide to leave in the room, and he pays off the bellboy to watch his children for the night. And his children begin to locate a dead hooker shoved in the box spring, set the room on fire, play darts with a hypodermic needle, which eventually gets stabbed into Tim Roth's leg. And this is The Misbehavers. This leads up to The Man from Rio, or I think it's The Man from Hollywood, is what this one is called. It is the penthouse where a big-named actor played by Quentin Tarantino is getting down off of his New Year's Eve party. They've just been watching Alfred Hitchcock Presents, this specific episode being The Man from Reno. They want to reenact it for Quentin Tarantino's new car. Tim Roth has been called to bring all the things they need to reenact this television episode. This is the best segment. It really is. It's that Tarantino kind of flow to it. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, I've always enjoyed this segment just because of that whole concept that it's these guys who are drunk but smart enough to know what they're doing is stupid, that they're not going all in on what they're doing and how stupid it actually is. So they actually are fully aware and immersed about what they are doing and why they are doing what they are doing. And they have preparations in case. Basically, The Man from Rio is about a dude who says he can flick his lighter on 10 times in a row, and if he doesn't, he'll get one of his fingers chopped off. That's what they're doing. They have ice. They have a doctor on standby. They are prepared in case they need to chop off this dude's finger. Unfortunately, they know none of them can actually do it. None of them have the chutzpah to cut off their friend's finger, so it falls to the bellboy. It falls to Tim Roth to be the Axeman, as it were, to actually do it. So this is a great moment of Tarantino, like, talking and putting money on a counter to try to persuade the bellboy to wield this axe so they can play their later game. It's a lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun. The whole movie's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite New Year's movies. And it's one of those movies that's all on New Year's. Like, I love Dick Tracy. That one ends on New Year's. But this one starts and finishes on New Year's Eve. The weird part about this movie is it is directed by Alison Andres, Alexandria Rockwell, Robert Rodriguez, and Quentin Tarantino. So each one directs their own segment of the story. And you got Tim Roth as your main character, who just steals this movie. He is an amazing actor, and it's a lot of fun watching him. Especially in between the misbehaviors and the Man from Hollywood, when he is calling his boss to tell her that he quits. And just his entire acting in that scene is just so amazing. It is so entertaining. Like, Tim Roth steals this movie, as he should. He is the main character. But yeah, it's one of my favorite New Year's Eve movies. This isn't a long review, because really this is it's an anthology film, and anthology films are hard to dig into, just because of what they are. Like, they're little short 25-minute segments that make up this bigger story, but the bigger story is the bellboy and this misadventure he is going through on his first night on New Year's Eve of all times, and everything that's going on. Like, I just wanted to touch on it because, again, it's one of my favorite New Year's Eve movies, and we just turned over into 2023, and I thought, I'll talk about something like this for a few minutes. And like I said, next week we'll be doing my top 10 favorite movies of 2022. We also have on the docket this month, we're going to be talking the movies In Time and Reggie's Prayer, and I will have guests with me talking about those two movies, so that'll be a lot of fun. So that's what January kind of looks like. This is a short one. I am Martin Prevost. This is Smashy Smashy, Eggman movie reviews and more. Check out the movie Four Rooms. It is a great movie, one of my top 100, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one.